All right, so here we are back again. We cleaned up that mess from drilling, and now we're gonna do some more drilling and tapping. So we got this car here. Is, like I said, it's gonna be one of my more current projects I'm gonna work on, and I'll get this drilled and tapped and get my 2mm screws in there, and it'll get its way into the stripper. So with the drilling procedure that we did, we have a really nice concave section there to get a center point that we can use for this super tiny drill that comes with a set, tap and drill set from Dubro. Now I'm using 2mm because I had a whole bunch of 2mm screws. A lot of guys like to use 256, I get that. And some of the other cars require different sizes, so this is just what I've had on hand, a bunch of 2mm screws, so I went with this setup. So, how deep do you drill? Well, you gotta be really careful going too deep. The drill can get really fragile. These are 4mm long screws, so I really don't need to go all that far. So, I mean, you can see how long that screw is. You can get an idea around the drill how deep you have to go. Not very far. So, again, safety glasses. A little bit of oil is helpful. What I do is I'll take a little bit of oil and just give a little drop on the drill bit. Just helps to keep things cool so you don't overheat things. With these really small bits, they can break really easy, so you have to be careful. And again, you're going to drill nice and slow. So again, you got the nice big metal shards coming out of there. I'm sure there's a proper term for it in the machinist world, but that's how you know you have a nice sharp drill bit. You hear it start to bind up a little bit, you're putting too much pressure on it. Nice and easy. I hope you guys can see that good, but see how it just bound up there? So I just pulled out. So I'm going to clean things up a little bit, check the depth. They should be good. So to check the depth, I just stick the drill bit back in there and get an idea of where it's at and pull it out. And while I'm doing this, guys, just so I have in the works a logo for the channel. That's being designed now by a good friend of mine. And then we also have a potential intro video that's in the works as well. But of course we have to get that logo done first. So we're working on the logo, and then we'll be working on the intro video. So we got more coming to the channel for sure to keep things more entertaining for you. So hang in there with me. Doing the best we can to keep things entertaining, educational, and enjoyable all at the same time. Almost sounded like I wanted to break the drill bit there. Looks like that might be good. I think that's deep enough. Alright, so we got that. Now we have our holes pre-drilled. Not that you can see it. Such a tiny hole, as you can't even see it when I go that close to the car. Excuse me. So again, I have my 2mm tap. Just a little bit of oil on there, just to keep it lubricated. And to get it started, you got to go nice and slow and easy, especially with the big handle like this. You got to keep it balanced, keep it centered and straight. So it's a bit of a challenge, but nice and easy. You can get it started. Once you get it started, you're good. So you go in and back. You'll feel the threads start to cut. As they're cutting, you back it off, you'll feel it break free. I go a half a turn in, a quarter turn back. Maybe not even a half a turn. Just go in and back. In and back. You can feel the threads being cut. So as you turn it in, then you back it off. And as you do this, it's kind of hard to explain, but you can feel the threads being cut into the metal. And then you can feel the extra metal pieces being broke off when you back it off. If you don't do that, it's going to get all gunked up. You're going to have all the scrap metal in there trying to work its way out. It's just not going to happen. It's going to bind up inside the hole and break that tap. You break the tap, you're not drilling out a tap. Hardened metal. It's I mean, you might be able to, depending on your machinist capabilities. You might be able to drill it out, but at that point, you're better off just epoxying the chassis back together or something instead of fighting with trying to drill out a hardened steel tap. So, and you can tell, you feel it bound up right there. That's at the end. I'm not going to force that to go in anymore. So now I'm just going to back it off all the way out, nice and easy. With this big handle I have, it's easier to do it this way and rotate the car out of the tap. So there's going to be the front post to our next project car that's now tapped. Now I doubt you can see it. I doubt my camera's that good. It's not even going, there we go. But yeah, little hole drilled and tapped. Now we're going to do the back one. Same thing now. Should have a brush of some sort to clean this off and get the thread material out of there, out of your tap. And then just go ahead and give a little drop of oil and back into the other hole. Again, nice and easy to get it started. Nothing, no strong pressure. You can't rush this part. Get it nice and easy and straight. Get it threaded in there. You'll feel it start to cut the threads. What you do, back it off. Once you get it in there, then you can move a little bit more aggressively. But you gotta make sure you get the threads started straight in that hole. Now granted, it's only gonna be as straight as you drill that hole. If you drilled your hole crooked, well, I see that one didn't seem to be as deep. So hopefully I drilled that one enough. It's already bottomed out on me. So let's see what we got. We'll thread that. Get that out of there. So then what you look for next. So there's the hole tapped. And we got that one tapped. They're ready to go with some screws. So now, again, I got these little Phillips head button head screws. Again, I'm doing a little drop of oil again for the initial install. Little drop of oil on the threads of the screw. It's just going to help clean out anything that's in there. I mean, technically, I guess I could bring it to the sink and spray it out with some cleaner and get the threads out, the gunk out of there. But you just thread it in nice and easy, making sure it threads in nice. What you're looking for here is make sure the head of the screw bottoms out of the post. You know you went deep enough. You got to be really careful when you drill, because you don't have a lot of space in there before boop, you come out the hood or the trunk. So you got to be careful. What I've tried to do, and I haven't found the right way to do it yet, is to mark the drill bit with some kind of a tape. That's what we used to do in automotive, is put a piece of tape on the drill bit. Again, it's much larger stuff, so it's easier. Put some kind of indicator on the drill bit so you know where to stop, so you don't drill in too deep. Again, thread it in nice and easy. Not putting any crazy pressure on this. It's just following those threads that I just made. And then you want to look to see that the screw head bottoms out in that post, so you know you went deep enough. And you take it back out, you go back in, minty mint, there we go. So, this car is ready for the sauce, as my wife now calls it. I use the Citrus stripper in a Tupperware container, thanks to mainly Paul over at Diecast Graveyard turned me on to that. I think it's a great product. It's not very fumey and toxic. It actually smells orangey a bit. But this will go into that sauce next with the screws in the holes, and I'll strip it all out, and that's going to be ready for one of my next projects to come up. So with that, let's go on. That we're gonna tap and drill right now. I'll show you. So again, we have a little bit of oil on our drill bit. Nice and straight, slow in the center of that post. And there we go. Get it started. go a little bit deeper. There we go. That's going to be good and deep. That's going to be great. All right, so we'll put a little bit of oil in the hole on this one. Let that get down inside of there. We're going to go right into the tap. So we're going to make sure the tap is clean. And give a little drop of oil on there. And we'll get in there and cut these threads. Again, my tool's huge, so you're gonna be getting me a I gotta find me the right size handle to do this here eventually. There we go. That started nice. Again, in and back, in and back. That's the way you cut the threads in, nice and easy. Very slowly, very patiently, no pressure. You get too much pressure, again, you're going to break that tap. Don't want to break that tap. It's happened, it's going to happen, not a big deal. You just find an alternative way, and unfortunately, you head back to the hobby store and get yourself a new tap and die set. Eventually you have to buy new ones anyways, because they don't stay perfectly sharp and fresh forever. So, there we go, we have it. So again, nice and easy right in the center of that post. Real slow speed on your drill. You don't have to have any crazy equipment to do this. I just picked up this drill, Walmart. Hyper Tough is the name of it. Who cares really what the name brand is on it? And it's not even high voltage. It's only a 8-volt drill. Cost me $19.99, 20 bucks. I'm sure you go to any one of your local hardware stores and pick up something equally cool. I prefer local over big box. I happen to be in Wally World. That was just my cat jumping up on the bed. Happen to be at the local Walmart looking for more die-cast. Excuse me. And needed the drill, so it was there. Alright, I think we might be good on. I got crazy cat over here invading my die-cast display. Let's see what kind of stuff she breaks. Oh, there goes a car knocked off a trailer. Alright, there's the front one drilled out pretty good. So, come on over to our little tiny tap, huge tap handle, and a little drop of oil again. And again, nice and easy to get it started. Nothing strenuous, no big pressure. Just turn it slowly until you feel it start to cut those threads. Once it starts to cut them, go in and back, in and back. And this one's taking a few turns to get it started. Probably not straight in the hole. There it is. Let's get it started. There it is. So you just got to be patient. Work slowly with it. Once you feel it start to cut, you're good. Like I said, in and back, in and back, and you'll feel it. You'll feel the threads being cut in the middle. Don't worry if you messed up a couple of castings when you're trying to learn how to do this. Hopefully you guys have stuck with me this long. Hope I haven't bored you too much. Hopefully it's been a bit of an educational video for you. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And throw me down a comment. Love the comments. Ring that bell so you get notified of any future videos that are up and coming. And if you found this video helpful, share it on over with your friends. Let them know. Have them come on over and check out the videos here at Mike's Mods and Die Casting Customs. Whoa, Mike's Mods and Customs. Well, I muffed that up. And there we go. We got that one cut. In and back, in and back. Just little slow motions. We have it done. Grab a couple of screws here. We'll be wrapping this one up for you. So, again, a little screw, a little drop of oil for its initial send. And you're just going to slowly screw it in until you see that the head of the screw bottoms out on the post. Then you know it's in there all the way. Boom. It's going to go back together really nice. And again, this is going into this sauce. Gotta get stripped down, custom painted, different colors. Basically gonna try to make a dice. It's already a die. We got some cool ideas for these cars. Again, get it in there, bottoms out. Don't force anything, don't over tighten it. There's little tiny threads in there. You don't want to strip them out after you just put them in. There it is. Alright, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something out of this. Again, leave me a comment. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And check us out on Instagram. Mike_Gordon27 on Instagram. We do a Saturday Night Live feature every Saturday night at 8 p.m. We do a live feature, talk about things that we got working on throughout the week. That's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.